Now, Channel 4 Action News is taking action for you.
As kids across the country are heading back to school this fall, it is more likely than ever that they will be facing drug tests before they join any clubs or sports teams.
A recent Supreme Court decision upheld drug tests for all kinds of after-school activities, and today the Bush administration's drug czar unveiled a new guidebook to help schools implement that policy. Lori Kenny is live now in Washington with more. Lori.
Michelle, the nation's drug czar says drug testing for extracurricular activities is a strategy that schools can and should be using, but the administration's new how-to book is drawing fire from some critics. Efforts to stop teen drug use increasingly call for drug testing in schools, a policy supported by the president's drug czar.
This gives people a tool to understand when kids are in crisis and to prevent them from getting there.
So today, officials unveiled a guidebook for schools interested in starting drug tests, after a recent Supreme Court ruling gave broader authority than ever to test kids in extracurricular programs. This student supporter says testing for clubs and sports keeps kids clean.
It's like, I really love being on the football team or being part of this organization, so they say no.
The administration's drug policy experts say they're not trying to push schools into adopting drug tests, just to provide guidance to schools unsure about the pros and cons and the legality of testing. The booklet tells schools to seek legal advice and describes testing methods. But critics don't like the new how-to.
We don't want schools to start acting like police to catch kids. We don't want kids starting to play a cat and mouse game of hide from the school.
Critics say drug tests drive kids away from after-school activities and don't target serious abusers. But White House officials support testing. Now this guide may bring more schools on board. Now, right now, drug testing has only been legally upheld for kids participating in extracurricular activities. Officials insisted today they are not pushing to see that policy expanded to the student population as a whole. Reporting live from Washington, Lori Kenny, Channel 4 Action News. Michelle.
Lori, though, despite all this, aren't there still a lot of legal worries for schools trying to undertake drug testing?
Yeah. Critics say yes, Michelle. They say there are a lot of restrictions on how you can use the results of these tests, including confidentiality laws, and they worry that schools could be vulnerable to lawsuits from students wrongly accused through inaccurate test results. And the government guidebook tells schools, again, take legal advice every step of the way. Michelle.
All right, Laurie, thank you.